We serve our life sciences clients in Southeast Asia, and for those who have Singapore as their APAC headquarters. I have partnered with our clients to leverage data, digital analytics, and technology strategies to unlock business value in sales and marketing and deliver elevated patient outcomes. It's a pleasure to be here with you today and share our perspective with the wider MarTech community. While it's a little challenging to identify one piece of work that has perhaps been more impactful, let me reflect on that. If I think through some of the key themes that we are hearing from our clients consistently, there are three that comes to the mind. The first is the desire to be innovative, and what it means is clients are coming and asking us, how do we get ready for a cookie-free world? How do we integrate and incorporate AI in marketing? So that's the one theme. The second theme that we are hearing is how can we do more with less? And the third thing, kind of tied with the first two, is how do we truly show our value? How do we be more impactful? And this is where I'm seeing our clients measuring success beyond the traditional clicks and starting to think more in terms of how can you demonstrate that you're actually shaping the hearts and minds and finally flowing it down to the sales attribution of marketing. If I have to zoom in one particular theme, I would perhaps select incorporating AI workflow in marketing and just explain a little bit about our journey. So we have started this journey actually a while back, a good few years back, and we have been working with our technology and ad tech partner, and we have co-created a platform. Now, where we get to the magic of the platform is first of all, we try to map and measure the market in which our clients wants to have an impact. And then we are actually able to zoom in to the cohort, to the consumer cohort that our client is interested in. So once we have mapped the market, we have zoomed into the customer cohort, we are able to work out a path to decision making. And the magic is once you work out the path to decision making, you're able to identify the white spaces, the unmet needs of your customers. And once you're able to work out the unmet needs of your customers, you're actually able to work out the messages that is going to resonate the most with your consumers and are able to nudge them across the journey. Now, the second part where we incorporate AI in this workflow is solving the parameter space problem. The reality is that in our world, for us to drive precision targeting, we have to get 4 key components right? So we have to target the right consumer in the right channel, in the right time, with the right message. Getting all of these unique elements perfectly synchronized has been hard. Now, since we had the advantage of actually mapping the market, we are able to serve that right message to the audience at a moment when they're most receptive for it. And hence, we are able to drive the impact. Now, let me illustrate the point. Let's take the example of, say, Dr. John Tan, medical oncologist in Singapore. He's deeply interested in lung cancer, and he wants to stay up to date with all the latest clinical trials, the new molecules that's getting approved, wants to stay up to date with all the regulatory guidelines, so on and so forth. Now imagine it's a Friday evening. Dr. Tan had a long, hard day in his practice. He had just ordered his takeaway. He has poured in his favorite glass of red, is browsing for movie suggestions, and at that point in time, if we serve him the latest breakthrough in clinical trials, perhaps that's not the time where we are going to get that maximum impact. And hence, to summarize, our greatest accomplishment has been to incorporate AI in the marketing workflow to map the market, uniquely identify the personalized message for a cohort, for a consumer, and be able to serve that piece of content at the right time for maximum impact. So this workflow pieced together has been a recipe of success. We have perfected this over the last few quarters, partnered with multiple clients, delivered more than 30 plus campaigns, and also received industry industry recognition from this. Now, if I think through what it means for us and for the community and looking ahead for us, a couple of takeaways. The one is the role of marketer has changed. We have come a long way from the traditional marketer. Now the role is a brand champion who is very commercially astute and has a high degree of technology quotient. The second thing, when we are working with clients, we are increasingly seen working together in multidisciplinary pods, teams coming together from traditional marketing, commercial, and technology coming together to understand the market and design the workflow, execute the campaign, and measure. The third theme is there's a lot of interest about new technology, how to incorporate in marketing. But I think we have to think through the use case and take measured footsteps as we go through this journey. As I look ahead for 2024, I think it holds great promise for us. We are just barely scratching the surface, and together we can accomplish so much more. And thank you very much for the opportunity.